Hello guys, AVN Society here. Today we're gonna be reviewing the game My Bully is My Lover, or MBML, by Nichan. So guys, let's get to it. So guys, we're gonna be starting with a review. Firstly, the game, I played the game, it was suggested by a subscriber, Pratama1306. He wanted for me to do a playthrough with the game, but as I started the game, spoiler review, I didn't really like it, so I thought that better for me to do a review of the game, to talk to you guys about the game, what I like, what I didn't like, and give a score to the game, because I didn't fancy making a playthrough of the game, and I wanted to speak about the game because a subscriber asked it, and whatever you guys ask, you will get. So let's start with the game. The game is developed by Nichan, My Bully is My Lover, or MBML. As the name suggests, the story is about your bully becoming something more. We'll talk about more in the story section. So let's start. As you guys know from my previous review, from my Being a Dick review, we have 5 categories in which we check the game. Firstly, the visuals of the game, renders, animations, all of that good backgrounds, all of that good stuff. Secondly, the music, if the game has music, the quality of the music, the variety of the music, if the game has different genres, all of that. Thirdly, we check the story of the game, if the story is any good. Fourth is the characters, if the characters portrayed in the story are any good. And lastly, because it's an AVN game, of course, we're gonna be checking the sex scenes and reviewing that. And the game, finally, we're gonna be making a final score. The final score will be graded by 10, like 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 9 out of 10, and so on. So let's start with the visuals. Okay, the game has decent visuals. I would not say that it has like very good visuals. Of course, at the latest chapters the visuals are better, but overall I would say that the visuals are adequate. There are many games, it's a honey select style visuals, so if you guys don't like this style of AVN games, I would not suggest it. But honey select style game, I don't mind it. Like I like games produced by DAS, honey select. I don't mind the style. But there are other games in this style that are better in its visuals, in its renders. And also animations, not that many, not high quality, so it doesn't get any points from the animations also. As I said, at the latest chapters, it's better than the first chapters, but overall I would say is the renders, animations are adequate. So I'm gonna give the visuals a 6 out of 10. For you guys to understand, an 8, 9, 10 out of 10 is from good to very good to excellent visuals. Adequate, I would say, or middle of the pack, I would say like it's a 6. It's a 5 till 7, like, and I would give it a 6. If someone rated the visuals as a 7, I would not have any problem with that. I was in between 6 or 7. but I gave it a 6 in the end. I don't do halves, like I don't do 6.5 or anything like that, so I gave it a 6. Then let's go to music. So the game has music, not very memorable music, like it had some tracks, not a big variety of tracks, not like I finished the game and I don't remember even one song of the game, even one track. It's not memorable, it's not something that the game focuses, it's not something that you remember. So it's like background music for me, like background noise. In the music category, I would say it again it's adequate because it has music, it has background music. You can hear some tracks, but they're not great. I've heard worse tracks in the game. I heard no music in the game. I heard only one track in the whole game, so it really pisses you off and you want to turn off the music. But in this game you have different tracks, you have different music, but it's not memorable, it's not any good. So I would give it a 6 out of 10 again. I was debating between a 5 or a 6, but it has some music, it has a different variety of tracks, but the music is not memorable and I didn't like any of it. So that's why I gave it a 6. And because I give the renders, the visuals, I was between a 6 and a 7, I gave it a 6. And the music, I was between a 5 and a 6, and I didn't want to give it a 5. I wouldn't want to balance it out, so I gave it a 6 out of 10. Next one, the story of the game. And this gets really tricky. I didn't like the story of the game. Sorry, guys. Sorry to my subscriber that gave me the idea of playing the game. I suggested playing the game, but I didn't like the story at all. I found the story at all like 0% realistic. Like the story starts. You are a young adult that is working in a burger joint. You finished high school and you're working in a burger place. So, and then you hear a knock on your door. And what did you see? You see 3 girls. Those 3 girls are your bullies from high school. So your bullies came to live with you in your place. How stupid is that? Like, these 3 girls, okay, there is a background story. There is some stuff in the background I will tell you guys in a little bit. But imagine yourself playing the game, and from the first like couple of minutes playing the game, you see your 3 bullies invited to your place to stay. This was Emma, one of the bullies, not the main one. It is a plan of hers with Clara, which is your not stepmom, like aunt, like she was your mother's friend. It's something like that, and it takes care of you. So they came to live in your place. I really like that at the start of the game you can choose to close the door. Like, fuck off. Why would I give a place to stay to my ex-bullies? It's like stupid. And you can close the door and the game ends. Like, when I started playing the game, it's true story, like for real, I did that, I closed the door and then I went outside to grab a coffee with some friends. Like, I was like, is this the story? Is it real? Like, it's stupid for me. Sorry, guys. It's really stupid. Okay, so when I came back to my place and I started playing the game because, as I said, subscribers had suggested it, so now I would say at least I will play the game and I will review it. I will not do a playthrough because I found the story ludicrous, but at least I will review it. This was my plan. But it was harder and harder. Each of the dialogue at the start of the game is just really, really hard to focus on the story. The dialogue is like appalling at the start of the game. It gets better at the later chapters, but I really struggled to get through the first chapters. From what I saw from other guys, from reviews from other guys or like discussions and stuff, it was not only me, but I had a problem with the dialogue and the story at the start of the game. Then the story starts. So the girls come to the place to rent rooms in your house, and then it begins the story, unraveling the story of each of the main girls, discussing and explaining why you got bullied in the past, and giving the story a little mafia, delving into the mafia, like your parents, the main bully of the game, Aine. Her family is a part of mafia. Your aunt, your boss in the place you work in the burger joint, they're all part of mafia. So I will be honest, guys. I play the game really fast. I was not too much focused because I could not focus. I found all the story like disjointed. Like you have a game that focuses on bullying, focuses on mafia, and focuses all like mafia storyline, your past with the bullying and this psychological stuff, and slice of life, like the everyday stuff in the house. So it's pulling in a different directions, and it doesn't do any of those any favor, in my opinion. It doesn't do the mafia storyline any good because have the stuff in later episodes. I was like later chapters. I was like confused. Like all of this didn't have any gravitas. Didn't have any real explanation, in-depth explanation to understand the world you're living in, to understand your situation. Like the situations also in the latest chapters, like thrown boom, 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 the one after the other one, without having any connections. It felt to me like this. So it's, and also from the psychological point of view, like bullying and stuff, why was the character being bullied? The explanation was pretty stupid. The explanation is that I don't know if I want to spoil you guys this, but I don't care about it. So if you guys want to play the game, skip this part and go to the character section. Don't skip the rest of the story section. So Aine is the main bully. You have Aine, Emma, and Gwen. Gwen didn't bully so much, so Aine mostly. Her mother, like your father, killed her husband, Aine's mother husband, and that's why she wants to bully you as a revenge plot. Why would she use her daughter to do this plan? I don't understand. Like, if you want to take a revenge on a guy, like on a kid, there are many ways you can do it. especially if you're from powerful mafia family. Understand that our VMC aunt is protecting him, but why couldn't you do something else? Like tell some other guys to bully you from the school if you are so influential. Why use your daughter and psychologically destroy your daughter too? Because her daughter, and probably she knows that because she's her mother, is not of a character that is masochistic or like she's a nice girl. So you're destroying your psychologically your daughter to take revenge to a kid. And also she knows that Emma, her friend's daughter, Aine's mother, her friend is Emma's mother. She was her servant. She dies from cancer. So you have a kid, Emma, who is now a servant to her mother, and Emma knows us. Like she's a friend from childhood. Anne's mother knows that Emma knows us and our friend, so she also destroys psychologically Emma. So there is no win for Anne's mother. So you want to bully a kid, but you're using your daughter and your servant to do that. But by doing it, you're destroying both of them. And Freya, who is a sister of Aine, who sees all this shit. Okay, we're gonna skip past that, and I would say that her mother is a bad person, unhinged. He uses people. He doesn't care about her family, which from the latest chapter we see that it is not that true, and we'll see a lot more in the future chapters, I think. Emma, from the other part, she's a childhood friend. She's in love with the MC. They make she's a little bit closed off, and they make a pact that in the future they will get married and stuff like that. And she sees the character, and she doesn't say anything all of this time. From the MC's part, the problem I have with the MC is that during high school he got bullied, okay? But he didn't do anything about it. Okay, I will move past that. But also, now in the story, he doesn't do anything about it also. Like, the girls come in, he had a thought about taking revenge, but he didn't do anything. And he easily scratched all the bullying he got in the past. And now he's again in love with Aine or with Emma or with Gwen. It's the choice of the MC. So for me, it's not realistic. Like if you got bullied in the past, especially in high school, which is a very important period to adulthood, you don't see your bullies and says, okay, fuck it, no problem. I moved past that. I don't have any problem. Come live with me. We are friends. We are stuff like that. It didn't make any sense to me. So that's why I will give the story a 3 out of 10. Non-realistic, disjointed, doesn't have any focus, like the mafia stuff, the psychological bullying stuff, the slice of life stuff. It's all a big mess for me without any depth to the story. Let's go to characters. Let's start with Sky. Sky, she is our best friend. We are currently living with her. She is working on online teacher job. And we with Sky, the last years been through a lot together, been each other rock in the household because Clara, who is our, I don't understand, aunt, our guardian, is not, the last years is not home. So Sky is an important character, but we don't have any much focus with Sky in the game. Like, we went to the beach together to relax because she got a promotion. Other than that, we don't have a lot of interaction with Sky, which is weird to me because she is the most important person to VMC. If we think it logically, like, Sky has been with us for the last years, like our best friend, and we don't have any interaction with her in the whole game. Minimal interaction, which I found it weird and didn't like that. Annie is the most important, like, character besides VMC in the game. She's our bully. So my bully is my lover. The storyline focuses on her because the plan for Annie, which is as a character a good person, but she had to bully us in the past. We learn that as the chapters go on. And now the plot of the story, the suggestion from Emma was that we have to marry Annie to protect her because her mother wanted her to get married with a 50-year-old guy for influence. So her mother doesn't give a shit about her. So that's why she left and came to us, because we have a background in mafia and we can protect her because we have some influence that the character didn't know, and that's what unlocks all of the mafia stuff in the next chapters. We have some interactions with Annie inside the house in the later chapters. So it is, Sky is a love interest, Annie is a love interest, and the other characters I would say now. Then we go to Emma. I would argue the most important character in the game besides VMC, close with Annie. Emma is our childhood friend who, her mother died from cancer. She went to serve as a servant to get trained as a servant with Annie's mother, and then she was one of the bullies. She didn't bully us that much, only stuff that Annie asks, not that much bullying from Emma, mostly Annie bullied us. But Emma didn't warn us, didn't say anything. We didn't see her, I didn't recognize her as our childhood friend, which I found weird, but nevertheless. But she recognized us. In the plot of the story, Emma, we have some interactions with Emma, with the whole plot line with the girl with the pink hair that we find. We can she is one of the main love interests of the game. We can take her path and finish the game with her. Like, there is a point in the story that we can follow her path and leave all of this shit behind. Like, all of the mafia stuff, we escape and we go and live with her and grew a family and stuff like that. So we can live with Emma and deal with all of this, not deal with all of this shit. Which I find it nice because it's a branching story. This good part of the game. Gwen, the third bully, she didn't much bully us. She's also our first sexual encounter when we were in high school. She's the character that likes to drink, has some issues with family. She's a love interest in the game. We have some interactions with her in the house. She likes music. Again, then we have some date with her. We go to her place, meet her father, and that's about it from her. Clara is our guardian. She was abroad. She returns to the house, and basically that starts the whole mafia background story. She's a love interest in the game. We can have some scenes with her, but that's about it. Lily is a co-worker in the burger place. She doesn't have any part with bullying, doesn't have any part with the mafia plotline. She's just a co-worker. She has some issues with. She's a runner in high school. She had an injury, and we can support her in our workplace, like teach her, mentor her, and give her confidence boost, and also deal with all of her problems, like support her there. Freya, who is Annie's sister, she's like a streamer. She's into cosplay and stuff like that. She starts working in the burger place. So again, that's what I found weird, because she comes from an influential family, and her choice was to go to the burger place that we are currently working. I understand that she wants to live from her mother's place and go live by herself, become like a streamer professionally, but she couldn't find any other place to work. Like, why burger joint? Why this? Okay, probably because because of our boss. She helped her, but nevertheless, that's Freya. Moon is a person that has a dark past from fighting, killing, and stuff like that. When the storyline of the mafia storyline starts to unravel, she's a critical part in this. She plays our bodyguard. She's really strong. She has some past to deal with, and we are like helping her. She's a love interest in the game. And finally, we have Monica, which is not a part of the bullying or mafia plotline. She came to our place to fix the house. We know her father because he is the person that came to our place to fix plumbing and stuff like that. He got hurt, so Monica came, and we get to know her better. Again, she is a love interest in the game. And finally, we have Shu, who is our best friend. Again, he's part of the mafia plotline, has some connections. We didn't know about that, his background in the past, but he's our best friend, and he returned to the story as the mafia plotline unravels. He can be a bit annoying sometimes, a bit funny other times. I would say, what about it? So for the characters in general and their storylines and plot lines, I would say that there are some characters that has some depth, like Emma, like I would say Emma is the most developed character, and Moon also, we learn a lot of stuff from her. Gwen and Annie, little bit. Sky, I think, very little depth of her character. Clara, I believe that we'll learn more in the future. Lily, some background, some depth of the character. Okay, Monica not so much. I would say that because there are a lot of characters and we don't have a lot of time to with each one of those, and the main storyline, the plot line, is the main focus of the story, not so much the characters and the depth of the characters. I would say that loses a lot of its power. Like if you have such a disjointed plot line, storyline, like you go boom there, from the burger house to the beach, go to the beach to make a plan, to go and see this red, like who was she? Like I don't remember. The pink girl in the hospital, to learn a lot of stuff from their point of view, to without dealing any of the bullying in the past or just brushing it off. We don't have a lot of time to spend with the characters to learn more things. And if you delve into bullying, like the game is my bully is my lover, I would love to see a lot more stuff about the bullying, how to get past that. Like, they came, okay, they live in their house. I would love to see the MC grow a pair and thinking about taking revenge. Then learning more about the characters whilst taking revenge or being an asshole to them in the house. Learning more about what happened. Learning more about the mafia stuff. And then slowly building up the mafia storyline after delving in the past, after delving all of the with the characters and their backgrounds. A lot of things for me seems to be rushed. So for the characters, I would give it a 5 out of 10 because, as I said, there are a lot of characters. Okay, there are some interesting characters. Yes, some well-designed characters like Sky for me, Freya, Moon are my favorite characters, design-wise and also story-wise. I didn't really and Gwen, I would say. I didn't really like Annie and Emma, especially Emma. The characters hasn't had a lot of depth, so that's why I would give it a 5 out of 10 average. And also, a lot of guys said that they cried on the game, like the emotional scenes, and I didn't cry in the game. I thought from the start that the story was not realistic. I didn't connect with the character in any given time. Like the MC for me in this game is a generic guy, little bit masochistic, little bit head in the cloud. Like I couldn't connect with the MC at any level. I didn't understand the motivation of the characters. I thought the motivation of the characters were unrealistic and stupid. So that's why I didn't care for any emotional scenes. Let's go to the sex scenes. So, for the sex scenes, there are, I would say, decent amount of sex scenes in the game. Not like how to say it now. So if you have a path with a character, you get more sex scenes for this character. Some paths close the other paths, so it's not like it's a harem game. Like you can sleep with anyone. You can sleep with anyone, but in some points, some characters learn about it and stop, and the path closes. For other characters, it doesn't happen. So you have to play 2-3 times to unlock every scene, like in the game. Because But because of the game and has a lot of plot lines, a lot of characters to go through, and not a lot of time to do that, we don't get a lot of sex scenes with some characters. Maybe we will do that in the future, but until now, some characters don't have so many like sex scenes. From the sex scenes we get, the animations and stuff, it's adequate. It's like in the middle of the pack. It's not that great. It's not that bad either. It doesn't have any sound in the sex scenes. Okay, it has music but not sound. So we can dock a point from this. Because of the story and the characters that I didn't connect with the characters, I didn't like the storyline, I will dock a point from that also, because I couldn't connect that much with the characters. The animation was okay, not that great, but not bad either. So that's why I will give it a 6 out of 10 for the sex scenes. Adequate, okay, not that bad. So, finally, the final score for the game, based on all of the previous things I said, is a 5.2 out of 10. An average game, a game that I could not recommend, I didn't like. If it wasn't for the suggestion from my subscriber, I wouldn't have played past the first chapter. Maybe in the middle of the first chapter I would have closed the game. I didn't enjoy. I would say that even though I didn't enjoy, I couldn't recommend, I wouldn't say that it's a trash game or a bad game. It has some good stuff, like the visuals are not that bad. It has some music in the game. I didn't like the storyline at all, but the characters, like the design, and was quite good. The sex scenes was okay, so I would give it a 5.2 out of 10. So that's when I usually end the review. But again, because subscriber asked me to play through the game, and I didn't like the game, as for all the points I said earlier, I think it's fair for the subscriber that suggested this game to tell him what I would change, in my opinion, to improve the game. What I would change or improve in the game. So, in the latest chapter, the renders have improved a little bit. I would improve the visuals a little bit more. Also, I would put more variety in music. Then, for the storyline, for the game to make sense, you should rewrite the whole story. Like, okay, they came to house to live with us. The MC should have a choice. Like, from the start, if you give a choice to the MC to accept them or not, for me, it's automatically not accept. Why should I accept to stay in the same house with my bullets? It's stupid. So, I would make it so that Clara has arranged all of this shit with Emma without our knowledge. And we had some interaction with Clara, some tension with her. Also, I would give the MC at the start of the game a plotline about taking revenge to his bullies, or being an asshole to his bullies. Like, give a choice to the MC to be an asshole, or for him to don't give a shit, or for him to be a simp. Like, give the players a choice. It's a game. It's an AVN game. Then, slowly, as the character is being an asshole or taking revenge, he learns more about the background. He learns more about why did he get bullied. The other characters apologize to him. Properly apologize to him. Explain to him why they bullied him. Being vulnerable, learning more stuff about these characters, adding depth to their characters. Then, slowly starting the Mafia plotline. But before that, give more depth, more story background to the characters. The game did that, but for me, inadequately and not too much depth to the characters. And then make the Mafia storyline more not so disjointed. Like, learn about all the factions. Like, give more explanation. Give more to the plan that we have. Give the players more clarity about what we are pursuing, how we are pursuing, what is the plan, what are the different factions, how can we get to that point. Give more information to the players. That's what I would change. That's about it for the review, guys. It was a little bit longer from what I expected for this review. You will find in the description the Patreon of the Nichan, of the developer, for this game if you want to play this game. As I said, I don't recommend this game, but for anyone that want to give this a try, you can give it a try. Certainly, it's not like I think that it's a really bad game. I think it's an okay game, but I wouldn't recommend it based on the story for me. That's about it, guys. It's my second review of the game. Much more to come in the future. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Subscribe to the channel, as it's a new channel. I'm playing AVN games for the last year. I have a lot of games to play in the future, with playthroughs, with reviews, with tier lists coming in the future. Like the video if you like. Comment down below about the game. Tell me if you like the game. If you think that what I didn't like about the game it's not true, or you have a different opinion, comment down below. Thank you very much, guys, again for watching. See you guys on the next review. Goodbye.